Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today we will see the loop structures in a Python. Yesterday we have seen how to use looping statements and loop control statements. So today we will continue from there and discuss the few insight over there. And let people meanwhile join. Meanwhile, I'll start my presentation, and if required, we will rediscuss that. So here we will talk on the things which is very important for the loop structures. Right. I'll go ahead with the looping statements which we have seen. They are the part of the control structures. So we have a decision making and looping control while and for, and then instead of that. And we have seen three control statement, that is break, continue and pass. So before hello, hello, am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. Am I audible from any participant side? Can audibly answer me? Good afternoon, Devangini madam. So one participant I request.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are completely audible.
Okay, fine. Actually, your responses actually boost our confidence, because sometimes in this medium we feel we are alone or we got disconnected.
Yes. Right.
Right. So let me go back to the presentation. That would be best. That we have seen over here. If else statement, Rutvik sir had explained excellently yesterday. If elif statements, and this way we had left. Then while expression, right? While के लिए मैंने क्या किया था, क्या कहा था कल? While क्या होता है? While मतलब क्या? हाँ
तो
फातिमा,
जब तक है जाए
जब तक है जाए. हाँ, right. और फॉर का मतलब क्या होगा? फॉर के लिए
वो आई फॉरगेट
फॉर फॉरगेट कर दिया, कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है, फॉर के लिए मैं आज फिर से बता देता हूँ. ठीक है, तो फॉर के लिए आप रखोगे जन्म से लेके अंत तक. ठीक है. ठीक है.
यस
तो एक का दोनों में जान ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, पर उसमें जब तक है जान, पता नहीं कब से शुरू थी, मगर जान है तो हम जान है. और फॉर में क्या है? जन्म से लेके अंत तक. तो इसमें क्या होता है? फॉर दैट इज इटरेटिंग वेरिएबल इन सीक्वेंस. तो सबसे पहले मैं ये आपको एग्जांपल के थ्रू से एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, एंड देन इन दोनों के साथ एल्स कैसे काम करता है उसमें हम लोग जाएंगे. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैं इस प्रेजेंटेशन को थोड़ा विराम देता हूँ और जाते हैं हम हमारे प्रोग्राम की ओर, जहाँ पे मैं आपको समझा रहा हूँ. तो आप देखिए, फॉर सम लेटर. लेटर इज व्हाट? लेटर इज वन वेरिएबल. राइट. अभी लेटर में क्या आएगा हमें नहीं पता, बट यहाँ पे मैंने एक ऑपरेटर का यूज किया है, इन. मतलब ये जो लेटर होगा, मतलब एक एक लेटर. इन यहाँ पे क्या दिया है? पाइथन. पाइथन क्या है? स्ट्रिंग. पाइथन क्या है? स्ट्रिंग. जब मैंने यहाँ पे एक स्ट्रिंग में लेटर कौन से है मुझे जानना है. ये पाइथन स्ट्रिंग में लेटर कौन से है? लेटर किसे कहते हैं? हाँ, पाइथन में लेटर किसे कहते हैं? पाइथन वर्ड में लेटर किसे कहते हैं? मुझे आंसर चाहिए जीनल से. जीनल प्लीज अनम्यूट करके बताओ. जीनल प्लीज अनम्यूट करके बताइए. राइट. कि ये जो मैंने स्टेटमेंट लिखा है, जिसमें मैंने यहाँ पे वर्ड पाइथन लिखा है, उसमें लेटर क्या क्या है? अच्छा जीनल, आप कनेक्टेड हो? नहीं. तो मैं जानना चाहूंगा मिस्टर पठान, आप बताएं. पठान अनम्यूट करके बताएं. ये पाइथन में जो स्ट्रिंग मैंने लिखी है, इसमें लेटर कौन से है? और कौन बताएगा वॉलेंटरीली, क्योंकि कोई सामने नहीं आ रहा है, नहीं पता चल रहा है. कोई बात नहीं, अनम्यूट तो करिए, बात करते हैं.
सर स्क्रीन चली गई आपकी, कहाँ पे? एक सेकंड।
हाँ मैं वापस लेके आता हूँ। हाँ, बस कोई बोले तो सही, मैं यही ढूंढ रहा था कि कोई आए।
यस यस।
हाँ तो ये
यहाँ पे एच इज लेटर, इफ लेटर मीन्स लेटर ऑन यू पुट द कंडीशन टू एक्सप्लेन समथिंग, सो
वो
आई
तो
थिंक
ठीक है, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि ये जो वर्ड है पाइथन, उसमें लेटर कौन से है? लेटर नहीं समझ में आया, ठीक है, मैं बोल रहा हूँ लेटर मतलब एक कैरेक्टर्स। इसमें कैरेक्टर
सर,
कौन से हैं?
सर सारे कैरेक्टर है ना?
हाँ मतलब इंडिविजुअल, ये पी एक कैरेक्टर हो गया, फिर ये
यस।
स्मॉल वाई कैरेक्टर हो गया, टी कैरेक्टर हो गया, एच कैरेक्टर हो गया, ओ
हाँ
कैरेक्टर
जी।
हो गया, एन कैरेक्टर हो गया। जब
हाँ जी।
ये जो 6 कैरेक्टर है, उनको हम मिलाते हैं तो हमें एक स्ट्रिंग मिलती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड, वी कॉल्ड पाइथन, राइट? सही है इसका?
यस।
यहाँ तक सबको क्लियर हुआ? अब क्या होगा, अब हम इसमें अगर वन बाय वन जाएंगे तो इस ग्रुप के मेंबर कितने हैं? तो 6 मेंबर है, पी वाई टी एच ओ एन, ये 6 मेंबर है। और ये बोल देते हैं कि ये कैरेक्टर अरे है। तो क्या होगा, जब लेटर यहाँ पे शुरू करेगा तो पहला वैल्यू इसके अंदर फॉर में इनिशियलाइज होगा, मतलब जान आई, लेटर में ये जान आई, लेटर में पी असाइन हुआ, उसके बाद इटरेशन चालू होगा, फिर y असाइन होगा, फिर नेक्स्ट इटरेशन चालू होगा, फिर t असाइन होगा, फिर h असाइन होगा, फिर o असाइन होगा, फिर n असाइन होगा। ठीक है, ये क्लियर हुआ? तो क्या होगा, जब तक ये इस लूप को रन किया जाएगा, ये लूप रन होता रहेगा, तो जिसमें यहाँ पे तीसरे टाइम में के बाद इसमें एच आएगा। तो एच आएगा तो हमें कुछ एक्शंस करना है, लेटर इज इक्वल टू, मतलब लेटर की वैल्यू में एच आएगा। जब एच आएगा तो क्या होगा, वहां से हमें कंटिन्यू करना है, पास करना है या ब्रेक करना है, ये हम पहले यहां से समझेंगे, उसके बाद हम आगे जाएंगे। तो राइट, अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूं, यहाँ पे सभी एग्जांपल्स को मैं बंद कर देता हूं बाय पुटिंग दिस एज ए कमेंट, ऑल लाइन्स आर पुटिंग एज ए कमेंट। तो आप लोगों को बाद में हम लोग ये डिस्कस करके बता पाएंगे कि क्या हुआ था। ठीक है, अब मैं इसको सेव करके दैट्स एन रन इट। अब आप वो स्क्रीन शेल आ गया, देखो क्या हुआ, पी वाई टी, एंड ये फर्स्ट प्रोग्राम से हम बाहर आ गए। क्यों? क्योंकि एच पे हमने क्या कहा था, पहले पी असाइन हुआ फिर एच असाइन हुआ ना, जब पी वाई टी हुआ उसके बाद जब एच असाइन हुआ तो क्या कहा था, ब्रेक। तो यहां से ब्रेक कर दिया गया। ठीक है, अब मैं ब्रेक, पास और कंटिन्यू तीनों को बंद कर देता हूं और सिर्फ सिंपली फिर से रन करता हूं, तो ये समझ में आएगा आपको क्या हुआ, पी वाई टी एच ओ एन। अब ये जो मेरे से रह गया है इफ कंडीशन के अंदर, इसकी वजह से आपको वो वाला चीज दिखाया। तो यस, अब इफ के अंदर कुछ है ही नहीं, तो ये जो है स्टेटमेंट, दैट विल बी कीप ऑन जस्ट एग्जीक्यूटिंग। ठीक है, अब मैं दूसरे स्टेटमेंट की ओर जाता हूं। तब यहां पे मुझे ब्रेक नहीं करना है, और मुझे क्या करना है, जब एच आ जाएगा तो कंटिन्यू करना है। तो देखिए कंटिन्यू में क्या होगा, ये एच के बाद वापस चला जाएगा, एंड करंट लेटर लास्ट में जब वो हो जाएगा तो वो प्रिंट कर देगा। देख रहे हो क्या हुआ, कंटिन्यू में कोई इफेक्ट नहीं था, मैंने ये दिस पास ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट हुआ है वो दिखाना था, तो वो अभी मैंने ब्लॉक कर दिया। तो यू मे सी दिस ऑन स्क्रीन, क्या हुआ, एच पे प्रिंट नहीं हुआ, एच से क्या हुआ, इट वेंट बैक। ये जो एच था जो हमने प्रोग्राम में लिखा था, एच से क्या हुआ, एच मिला, यहाँ पे ये पास ब्लॉक वाला स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट नहीं किए बिना ऊपर चला गया, और क्या हो गया, ये लूप कंटिन्यू होने की वजह से नेक्स्ट वैल्यू फ्रॉम दिस ग्रुप असाइन हो गई। तो एच के बाद क्या आता है, ओ, और फिर ओ पे काम किया, फिर एन पे काम किया, एंड फॉर लूप टर्मिनेट हो गया. So now let back to the theoretical part again to understand कि क्या बात थी ये, what has been discussed here, right? For iterating variable in sequence. तो sequence क्या थी यहाँ पे? Python in the form of string. अब यहाँ पे sequence में आपका कोई array भी हो सकता है, जिसको Python में list कहते हैं, that we call it list in a Python. So that can be a list also, and that variable will iterate that list one by one. Okay, so let's consider that has been replaced as a sequence. So remember this, it is called iterating variable. What it calls? Here the letter is what? This letter is called, iterating वेरिएबल, जो इटरेट करेगा. एंड ये जो स्ट्रिंग था वो क्या हो गया? इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ लाइक बिकम अ लिस्ट, और यू कैन से दैट इटरेटर्स, मेंबर्स, इटरेटिंग मेंबर्स. तो ऐसे हो गया, यहाँ पे ये एक लिस्ट के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो गया. अभी यहाँ पे हमारे पास ये स्ट्रिंग है, तो मैं इसको इस तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट करूंगा, राइट, कि भाई एक एक इसके मेंबर कैरेक्टर बने. अगर यहाँ पे नंबर्स हो सकते थे, यस इट कैन बी अ नंबर्स ऑल्सो. तो अभी मैंने जो आपको बताया, इसकी जगह पे और कोई जगह पे क्या हो सकता था? दैट कैन बी एक्ट एज अ नंबर ऑल्सो, लाइक 1 2. You can have 1.5. You can have any other data also, like called high. So that way we can type out here also. So that can be a members, like here 12, 1.5, high, that way. Now I'll explain you a pass. So let's comment that and go ahead with the pass. Pass will do nothing. It will execute the block and just to do nothing. If you want to do nothing, you need to use pass. So don't get confused. It has a very specific usage, just to do nothing. So let's go and see that. You will not find just it is entering into the block and doing pass, where pass will not skip any of your execution. All right. Okay, now I'll hand over to Rutwik sir.
Okay, so meanwhile we have one question from Mr. Pathan. Harshal sir will join back immediately. So Mr. Pathan has asked that if we can solve this. This was asked in quiz, right? I have to solve it. So let us discuss about this particular program, right? And let us solve Mr. Pathan's doubt. So I'm sharing my screen now.
ठीक है, पर मैं सेशन में था इसलिए नहीं उठाया. हाँ सेशन में हूँ, पर आप अभी कितने बजे बोल रहे हैं? 4 बजे.
Am I audible? Devangini madam? Hello? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, so let us see that particular example which Mr. Pathan has asked. How we will solve this? Okay, so the question is something like, if false, if true. Now understand this, how this question works. So as we have discussed this yesterday also, conditional statement or the condition within conditional statement will either return true or it will return false, right? So if it is false, the block within the if condition won't be executed. If it is true, the block will be executed, right? So understand this, how this works. If it is false, right, this is not going to get executed. The print French, it is going to get skipped, right? Now what we have said, L if true. So what is this L if true? L if true means the condition is set to true, right? Irrespective of any value, we are saying that the condition is always true, right? So in that case, what will happen? Indian will get printed, right? Now, as we know that in multi-way, as this is example of multi-way if conditions, right? Not multiple, multi-way if conditions or multi-way conditional statements. Once this particular condition is true, this particular case will be skipped. Understand this, right? So this particular case will be skipped. We don't have to take care of this particular case. So this will be skipped, and also else part will be skipped. So what is going to happen? This is going to get executed. Fine. So this is not going to get executed because condition is false. This is going to get executed, and as this is true, rest of the two cases, Russian and English, is going to get skipped. So the answer is nothing but answer is Indian, right? Hope your doubt is cleared now, Mr. Pathan. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Harshal sir got busy with a meeting, so let me continue with this. Okay, so what was covered by sir at last? Anyone, please?
हेलो हाँ while loop and for loop
डिफरेंस करवा रहे थे सर.
for loop का सर एक एग्जांपल करवा रहे थे.
ओके ओके, नॉट एन इशू.
और थियरी में आई थिंक for और while कुछ समझा रहे थे सर.
Okay, not an issue. Fine, thank you, ma'am. Okay, so let us start. Hope you can see my screen, right? What we are going to do over here is, we have seen while loop yesterday, right? Let us see one more example of while loop, how we can iterate through the laters, and then I'll show you how you can do it with the for loop, and then we'll study that what is the difference between while loop and for loop. Right? So let us just go through it. Okay, so very simple case. Let me take string 1. But let me call it as 5. Now, what is the difference between while loop and for loop? Right? Let us understand. So, Karosha, continue. Okay, sir is back. So, sir is going to continue.
Yes. So now back and let me hand over the presentation. So now we are back here. We were talking about the iterating variable and sequence, and I was explaining you about which will be the iterating variable, and here we were understanding the pass, continue and break. So in continue, which you have seen, what happened? It has executed, right? When it has executed, when h comes in Python, the PYTH comes, it has continued, and once it has been continued, what happened? From continue, it has been returned to, from continue, it is returned to this condition, like this looping statement, right? So directly get here and jump on the next data, that is O, and statement get executed. When it was a case of break, what happened? In a case of break, you can see that when H encounters, loops get exit from break, and the current later, that is that it just went to goodbye 1. This is the current later which is printing into the loop, which gets skipped also. After the break, everything is here is get skipped, and it went to out of the loop as print goodbye 1. When it was a continued, continue means continue, मतलब कंटिन्यू करो. बट व्हाट हैपेंड, जहां से कंटिन्यू लिखा है, फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट, फ्रॉम वेयर यू हैव रिटन अ कंटिन्यू, इट गेट बैक्स टू द नेक्स्ट इटरेटिंग variable or next iterating. In a case of while, it will check the condition. In a case of for, it will go to the next member, right? Now here we have understood continue, pass and break also. Now for does have introduced to you a in, and for that I will again open a shell and to explain you what does a in does. When I say something x in, right, and I say something which is here a list, so which will tell me about that whether x is in the list or not. If x is in the list, it will say true. So let's do that example. X is equal to, like I'll say here, a h, right, for an example. So x is equal to h, and we have some list like that. So I would have a list 1, which is, we have a collection of all kind of data, right? I had made this in a list, right? Okay, so this could be a list. When I say x in list 1, so we'll say that list 1 is not defined here, because I have done a mistake. I'll write list 1, sorry. So x in list 1, so it comes true. Now I'll make the x value as a something which is a 23, and then I again write it out. X in list 1, is it there? It will give me a list 1 false. X, right? Now again you can use that another variable. Let's get back to that, our operators also, because we need an operator also, because this is a membership operator, and you can see here in a membership operator, I can help you to see that with my highlighter. You can see that what is there in, this is in and not in, so that we can see here in and not in. So same way here I will write here what, x not in list 1, it will give you true. So I hope we have understood this operator in and not in. How you can use, you can use the, you have some variable, you have some group of elements. Even we can even check, like let me have a h, it will work with the string also. So when I break it out as a h, and I can even check in the y also when h is there or not. So I will write down a hello first of all. In it is the second word, it is there or not, and second one I will write down a Python. Okay, and even I would like to have one more example, and that you will definitely able to guess why I have taken up. And here, so now I will do x in y false, as you can see here. Then we see that x in y, why it is false? Because h is there, but it has false. That is because of uppercase h does not match with the lowercase h. Now you can see with the z, it will say yes, it is true. Hope now you got clear. And even that's why I have written to make you understand here, x in m will give me a false. So hope here you got the point of in and not in. So same way, not in is also we have executed. So this is clear. Now we will also look and complete this identity operator, which is and is not. X is Y. We are not saying. But now Y, if I have again assigning of H, right? And if I say X is Y, will give me a true. This is also an operator which is true with the identity. Now you say, sir, for the small things, why do we need this? It is not for the small things. When you work with the big objects, like you have so many things, as you do the other concepts like class and objects, when class is designed which is having a n number of items, and when you want to check whether the one object is similar to another object, the one object is same as other, so that time this is will be very is operator will be highly useful. Hope it is clear. And same way we can have X is not, we can use this way Z, and that will get true. So whether you are wanted to check it out as the our operator, identity operator is and not is not. That's we are talking about identity operator, and we have completed also about membership operator. So both we have completed membership operator. Let me get back to the looping statements. Okay, let me get back to the so let's get back to looping statements. So hope you have understood how we can use the looping statements here. All right. Let's again get to the second part of our example of the past continuous statement, where now I will say that how it is different over here. So let's decomment all these things, and I'm explaining you about what's going to happen with the while with the else. Remember, now I'm introducing else. So first example which we have seen, where in first example we have seen the use of continue, pass and break. Now with the while also. So what I have done first, the variable which is equal to 10, so that I have initialized, and then variable is greater than 0. So you know variable is 10 and it is greater than 0. So what I'm doing here, I'm decrementing this. Okay, and this is the variable is at entering, it will have a -1, and when it reaches to the 5, we will have the similar way we will execute break, continue and pass. So very first the variable get decreased, so I'll first just make you explain, and look at this, it is not with the else. So current variable value, it is outside the if, and it is in the indentation line in the line of while. So that will do a variable value at, see that it is not indenting with the if. Right now this is not indented with the if, and I'll show you this example by running. Maybe this is some error because there is no role of if here, so let's keep it right now first this, and that would be better. So you see it has been executed. So one, current variable value gets to the 0, but nothing is get printed because we have not printed anything, so that's why. And let's first, to make you understand, let's make it else part. here is also get skipped, and now you can see that this will be here as a variable, and I'm also skipping this, and now this will do my iterating job. It keeps on decrementing the, and it will keep on printing. So right now it is a only print statement which is a part of while. Okay, now I'll run it again and you can see the result. So both the thing will be the loop is executing 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this way it is decrementing this for and using the while. So we have done this. Now what happened? Let me now introduce the if, and we want to do something with the if, and we want to keep it printing. So let's first make it else here, and if it is not 5, then let's keep on printing this. So now it is indenting with the if. What happened? If it is the 5, it will check. If it is the 5, it will be entered into this block, else it will print the value. All right. So this way it will again do nothing. If I do a pass and if I make to execute these things, it will do exactly same it has done earlier. So you can see that 10, 9, 8, 7, and it is the second code is get exit. Now I'm again making comment of pass because pass does not do anything fruitful over here. So just it is just to check and do something, just have a notification just to do continue. Pass does not even go back and check in, and pass does not even getting exit of that. It is when makes inside the loop. To stay inside the loop, we have a pass statement. So exactly pass does not do anything. Let's do a continue. When do a continue, what happened? It will come. It will come. Can anybody type into the comment box what happened if I do?
Continue generally we are using to stop current iteration and start new iteration.
So what would be the output? Output in the sense, if I do this, right, what will be the my output in this case? If I make it continue here, what will be the output?
Sir, it will skip 5. So in output,
All right.
we get all the numbers except 5, I think.
Correct, very correct. So except 5, that is very true. Except 5, right? But after 5 देखो कुछ नहीं हुआ. क्या हुआ यहाँ पे? क्या मैडम आप बहुत सही बोले, मगर 5 तो स्किप नहीं हुआ, पर 5 के बाद कुछ आ भी नहीं रहा है. क्या हुआ? देखिए जरा कोड बता रहा हूँ वापस. Let's and answer me. This has been discussed yesterday also. तो कोई अब कुछ बता पाएगा? I want to know from the participants what happened. It happened what? After 5, executing the continue statement, it went here, and the variable is again greater than 0, and it reaches again variable is equal to 5. Then it becomes a continue. So what happening here? Let's understand this way. Step 1, that will say that variable is equal to 5. Yes. What happened? Entered to if block. If block में क्या हुआ? In if block, executed continue, right? And what happened? Again go to while. So after that, because the continue go to continue makes that continue makes go to while. And what while does? While checks variable greater than 0. So it is yes. And so this way, repeat from 1, 2, then 3 and 4. And it keeps on moving this way. So there is no change into this. And so it went to infinite loop. So it went to an infinite. You can see this. See, it is actually not producing nothing because there is no print statement comes here. So look at the code. What happened? We are not able to execute this statement where is equal to where minus 1. So that we are not able to execute, and so pi की value come हुई नहीं. So that's why if we want to change, we need to discard this. So सबसे पहले ही on entry we need to discard that, and so this will work. Otherwise it will mix to infinite. So in case of continue, this will happen. Right? Got it? Now just let's stop the continue and initialize the break. Now everyone would have question also, sir, on shell what to do? Shell is not working. You can have a control C and you can have an interrupt. You can see I have interrupted, and this, as you can see that I have interrupted this loop while variable greater than 0 through a statement control C. Control plus C. Okay, so that will make the break here. And now we will execute this again. And you can see now it is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, which is work perfectly okay. So now for the safety, because we need to take care of a controlling variable in while. नहीं तो फिर while वाला क्या है, जब तक है जान चलता ही रहेगा. बट फॉर में तो क्या है, जन्म लिया है मरण नक्की है. जैसे ऊपर में n आ गया, it will get terminated. So now you can see this again, no change in an execution. But in a case of continue, what happened? It does. Now do a difference. So you can see here, see the 5 is skip 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Previously what happening? It was not getting up to 0. You can say that up to 1 because it was entered greater than 0. Now it is entered as a greater than 0, but with the next line it becomes lesser than that. So now it is now traveling 9 to 0. So hope I have explained you break, continue and pass very good, very clearly, and it has made you a very clear with this example. Now I will introduce ये else को हम लोग कर देते हैं बाहर, ठीक है? और अब क्या होगा? ये हो गया लूप के बाहर. अब देखिए ये जो है now not intending with the if, and जब ये ब्रेक होके आएगा, कंटिन्यू नहीं करवा रहे, and look at this else is with the while. अब देख रहे हैं while and उसके साथ else है. So now I'll run it again. What happened? Look at that. No print statement is there, and it is just executed. Because the break comes, it gets executed. Now what happened? I'll not do a break and I'll enable a pass. And what happened? On successful execution of while, it will enter into the else part. So look at this. So there is no printing inside that, but see it has printed current variable value is equal to 0 on a last occurrence. Even I will have a continue also. This will work and it will do the same thing like current variable 0. So what happened? The usage of else comes when you want to have whether the loop is successfully executed with the all variables which has to be executed, means all iteratives. And if it is executed all iteratives for all n number of time which we have asked, then it works with the, it enters to the else. Otherwise, it won't enter into the else. And you can see that here I will copy this also else here, like on successful execution of this, I would what make it out, print for success. So here a print is for success full of all iteration. Okay, so it is for all iteration. So look at that, P by T continuous executed. This is a pass block or a pass as executed, that comes. So HON. So here in a pass, which has what happened? First it has executed this, and that is currently printed the later. Now you can even see in a case of continue also. What happened? PY H in a H has been skipped, but the loop is successfully executed because loop has executed all the iterative items. And in case of break, it will not enter into it. देखिए, you can see that TYT, and then it has been, because of H, it has get a break. So it has reaches to the executed of actions, and that is goodbye 1. Hope, is it clear? Right? So we have seen now these three variables of the for also, and this will make you very clear in understanding of all this. Break that terminates the loop statement and transfer the execution to the statement immediately following the loop. मतलब loop के बाहर continue causes the loop to skip the remainder of its body and immediately retest its conditions prior to reiterating. मतलब क्या करेगा, कंटिन्यू में वो जाएगा और उसके बाद नेक्स्ट कंडीशन को चेक करेगा एंड इटरेट कर देगा. दैट विल कीप ऑन रीइटरेटिंग. पास स्टेटमेंट, द पास स्टेटमेंट इन पाइथन इज यूज्ड to statement is required syntactically, but you do not want to any command or any code to execute. So these are the loop control statements that we have worked right today. So before going further, I will also come back on the shell to explain you more. Now we will look a function range. What range does? Range creates the list, that is list which we want of numbers. Okay, and it has 3 versions. 3 versions means default one, the first version which we want a default version 1 starts from 0 and ends up to n, and this is default. Another one which is start from B1, ends up to n. But in both the condition, the default difference is equal to 1. That means if in the case of 1 example, it will generate like this, 0, 1, 2, and so on up to n. And if it is here, in case of this example, it will generate the given and then so on, like it is E1 plus 1, E1, right? So it is like previous plus 1 and so on and up to n. This way it will make the list of the numbers. So here, this way we are making the list of numbers. Now, if you increment the list difference here, what happened? If you increment to the 2, then if it starts from 0, then what happened? It will like having 0, 2, 4, 6, and so on. Same way here, but here not given. Here it will have a difference. 1 plus difference, then not 1, it is difference. So by this equation, it will make you very clear to understand how this will work. So keep this in your mind. It will be very, very easy to remember this. And now I'm showing you a practically. Range. See, it will only ask the stop. Stop means our default. So my stop is at 10, right? And what happened? It has been created a range 0 to 10. If I have some variable L and I make it out, or you can say that list 1 is equal to this range, and I'll give it to the 10, it will have created this, a range. And range means what? If I give you a print of this list 1, it will, sorry, I just missed something here. Did you make this list? Yes, I forgot the brackets. So just I need to have a brackets, and that will make me print it. So list 1, and see this will again print a list, but practically it is like 0. I'm now using this with the for loop. So let's go to the file and go with the for, where you have a variable, that is, I'm saying like an iterator in range 10. And I'm not doing anything now, I'm doing just only print I. Okay, just I'm doing print I. Okay, and then I will have just a few space I want to add, so I will have some space here as a just to have a gap, and I'm now leaving just this. So now I'm storing this file iterator range test. I'm saying that you can, like I have stored this in some programs. So programs and the demo of range, right? And now I'll run it again. You can see that what happened. I is not defined. Name I is not defined. Print I. Sorry, I need to write here iterator, because I did it mistake. Iterator. So iterator is defined. I have defined iterator, and you can see now it will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 9. Up to 9. I had used word up to, so it was up to 10. So the number is 9. So it actually ends the member is up to n. So up to n is what? Up to n is equal to n minus anything less than n. That will be the based on differences value. So here you can see that in my code, I'll remove this line also, and I'll again make you show, and you can see that it has worked. See? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 9. So this we have executed up to 9. And now I will go ahead with the another function which we have seen on this initially as a range. Okay, so let's go ahead with this, and you can see here is a start, stop and step. So first I will go ahead with the second part with the given and ends up to this. So start, we can give a given start. So we will have now, it will start from 1 and ends at before up to 10. So this we have mentioned, and you can see that now it will start from 1 and ends at 9. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want from where we want to start, we can make it even start from any number you can have with the 5. And now someone say logically that if I make this number which is greater than 10, then what happened? If I make it greater than 10, what happened? If here it started from 5 and reaches to the less than 10 and ends at 9, if I had mentioned here like a 10, it will do nothing. It starts at 10, ends before 10. So it does nothing over here. You can see that it has done nothing. Okay. Now I will do one thing. I want to start from a 0, but I want all even numbers. So we will use this, the step operator. So we will set the step is equal to some value, and that makes the difference. So I am starting from 0. I want to end before 10, and I want a step is 2. So what happened? Now we have our iterator, we will run, and you can see that 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. This way we are using the for. And if you want to have all these things will be executed successfully, then you can have a default else print my iteration executed successfully. Oh, sorry, I cannot do here. It is not a Python 2, it is Python 3, so the bracket is compulsory. So my iteration successfully. Now if I would have said something which is got break me, something which does a break in middle, if I is equal to 5, here double is equal to, and if it is the print as it is, and I'll say that if it is a single line statement I'm using and saying a break. So here in this case, loop is going to execute successfully as it was earlier, where I cannot say. I need to always use an iterator. Sorry for that. So I will use iterator and it is iterating successfully. But now what I do, I'll do this, and the steps I have removed, so it will going to execute 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5 it will break and see that the my iteration will not now successfully because it has interrupted in the middle. So S has been come up here, so sorry. So, right, and now it will be 3 0 1 2 3 4, and on 5 it does not enter into the else. So this way we have seen looping with the else, with the for, and with the while also. Understand, else will enter only when you are successfully. तो else का ध्यान रखना, else मेरे जुमले में else का मतलब है मोक्ष, मतलब लूप, मतलब पूरी जिंदगी सक्सेसफुली बीत गई तो आपको मोक्ष मिलेगा, मतलब else का थियरी में मोक्ष रहेगा, मतलब आपको सब कुछ अच्छे से हो गया तो फिर आप उसे बोल सकते हैं कि दैट इज एल्स में एंट्री मिलेगी। अगर सब कुछ अच्छे से नहीं हुआ तो फिर से क्या होगा, आपको एल्स में एंट्री नहीं मिलेगी। मतलब ब्रेक स्टेटमेंट विल डिटरमाइन whether if break is executed you will not enter into else, if break is not executed you will enter into else. That's it. Here we had completed with the looping structures, and now we'll move ahead with the data structure. So the data structure, first I'll explain as a somewhat what are the data structures which we are going to look. We have a strings, and we'll first understand string, right? And the second, another important aspect is about the indexing, slicing and matrix. Then another data structure which is list, which is most versatile Python's compound data types, and which is very used in a data science, and it can be accessed with this square bracket. You can see that square brackets and with the colon inside that, and that is used for the indexing, and I will explain you about indexing very well, and then you can remember the plus sign and asterisk sign. And after the list we'll go ahead with the tuple. So first of all, these things are sequential. String is also sequential, list is also sequential, and tuple is also sequential. Remember this. This is ordered also, sequential and ordered. Okay, let's get back to this. So the numbers which you use as numbers are always individual data type, or you can say data structure, but the strings, list and tuples, even a set and dictionary, these are the very unique data structures, and they are collections. Basically they are collections. Okay, set and dictionaries are different in this way. Dictionary is very different, so that we'll look it later on. Though everything is collections, but this collections does have two portions. One with the single member data. One is a collections with the single data members. Like we can have a collections of strings, lists, inside the list also, then numbers and etc., where the specifically multi-member collection is only dictionary, and that is basically the members, all members are with two tuples. These two items, one which is key and another is a value. Key is a member which is used to refer associated. Here the key is used to refer associated value. And now here also another way of bifurcations. So what comes here is a single member. It can be here, you can have strings, which is what? Collection of letters, digits, symbols, okay, this way it works. I'll make it shorten to just complete the statements, digits and symbols. So here in symbols you can have any kind of a symbol. Letters means what? Letters are what? Any A to Z or uppercase A to Z, right? Digits are what? 0 to 9, any 0 to 9, and symbols like you can have this, that, any symbol which you can be used here, right? Next, a list is collection of string, number, even a tuple, and another list also. Okay, and tuple is also same as list, but remember, this is very tuple is read only. It means what? Once created, cannot update it. Once it is created, you cannot update it. So that is what for the tuple. But for the list is you can add, update, delete also. Here you cannot update, that means you cannot delete also. You cannot add also. Hope it is clear. Now another important part, again two types. One, it is based on ordered and not unordered. Why I am saying when it is an ordered means it is indexed members, right? So the first member index has 0 and so on up to n. Where unordered, not stored in sequence. This is also called order or sequence. But this is unordered means not stored in sequence as given by whom? User. Right. So you cannot access based on index. Okay, this is very important part. Now example of this is what? String. You can have even tuple, even have a list, and even your dictionary. But this here what we see example is set. Now let's have understanding. When it is having a string, right? We use string is as only a characters inside that. Tuple will be starting from the left round bracket and ending with the round bracket. So this is round bracket. List, which is starts with the square bracket, those who have members, ends with the round bracket, sorry, square brackets. Dictionary is also starts with the curly bracket, ends with the curly brackets. The set is also denoted as with the curly brackets and ends with the curly brackets. But when it is stored, it does as a set and the bracket. So this way it has a bifurcation with the dictionary. We had discussed for sequence, ordered and unordered. And let's have some brief demonstration about this. First, as we will go ahead here. So let's have a new one. I will store with the new one. So I'll open the shell also. Okay. And you can see here what I'm doing. I'm assigning the string as string 1. So I'm saying str1 and saying hello. Now list 1, as you can see the square bracket 12, 5, 22.5. So different types of numbers. It has also string, and I will also have some complex number also to store and demonstrate. So this is the list which has been assigned, and now tuple. So tup1, I'll do what? I will go ahead with my assignment, which is 36 and has a pi. Okay, and just 2 members. And now what I'm going to show you, demo order data structure. And we will now execute it. So we have all data is here, data is stored. I can access them. Like you can see that it is indexed. So what happened? I'll first pass on a 0. What I have written, you can see here parallelly. It is H. I hope it is parallelly visible. It returns H. Now you can see the list 1, we will have a 0 and it returns me a 12. Tup bracket, again accessing method remains same for all. And tup1, our name is tup1, so it is accessing 36. Now, why I was saying this, now you have a tuple is read only. So on tuple 1, if I want to access this tuple tup1 and I want to do something with this, on 0 element I want to update something, like I want to do making the number 39. It will not allow me and throw me the error. And what is the error? Tuple object does not support the item assignment, but I can do with this list 1 bracket 0 and I can do this. On the 12 I will do assign 36 and you can see the list 1 is getting updated. This is the way I have shown you that list is updatable, tuple is read-only, and even with the string index, we can do wonders. Like on a 0th position, I will assign a letter M, and hello will become mellow. And what happened? It is again that string object does not support the item assignment at the position. So by this, I cannot update here. Okay, so at the string, it does not get updated here. So you cannot have a change and replace with the strings and tuples. You can do with the list. Okay, by this demonstration, you will be clear with this. And now I'll open up for the question answer, because this we will go into the detail with another concepts. So let me stop my screen sharing and take up the question answer if any. Okay, no problem. If you have left, no problem. To Twixel. Any questions from there?
We are open for question answer session. If anyone is having any type of question.
So is there any question here? Is this clear?
Okay, I would like to make 2 announcements meanwhile. Right. First announcement is I have uploaded 2 assignments on the Edmodo, and it's pretty much easy. But if you have any doubt regarding those assignments, you can let us know on tinkeringhub@paruluniversity.ac.in. That is first announcement. And second announcement is once we will be completing these sessions, right, on 6th or 7th of June, right, we will be providing you, kind of a license for DataCamp, right, and you can use that license to completely learn Python as well as machine learning using Python, right, and they will be providing certificates also, and these certificates have lots of reputation in industry. Right, and if you go for DataCamp, the yearly charge is near about $400 per year. So once you will finish this session, we'll be giving it to you at free of cost, right? But you have to be stay tuned for these updates, right? And you have to attend the lectures regularly. Those will be appearing for the exams as well. Quiz, right?
मैं तो गई Academic semester.
They'll be
Emak
getting
બધે પાછા બ્લોગ એની 3 વાર તો meeting.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll be giving this licenses at free of cost, right? And hope you will learn lots of things out of that also. Okay. Thank you very much. And we have one question from the user Lucky Bhattan. Is there any more efficient way to show this line? Gallons per week. Last comma output comma week. Yes, Lucky Pathan, you can convert output into the string and then you can say plus with concatenation, but this is also fine. It can work like this also, right? But if you want to ensure that even when the output is getting printed and it should be string, you can convert output into the string, or this is also fine, this will work, right? There is no issue. Yeah. Okay, so we are done with today's session. Okay, and you can have any further doubts clearing through email also. Thank you very much. Harshal sir.
That's all from our end. We will continue tomorrow. So now let's goodbye for the day. Thank you very much.